Hi friends, Tracy here from the Sewing Channel. Do you love the idea of pulling a hoodie sweatshirt out of your drawer and getting all cozy and warm in it? There's only one thing that holds me back from wearing my hoodies more often. The hoods are always too big and cumbersome when you have hair. I tend to always have to put my hair up. I can never wear it down if I have a hoodie on. And to be honest with you, I don't ever put the hoodie on my head. In order for me to get the benefits of a nice, warm, cozy hoodie, I had to come up with a hoodie hack. And you know, whatever I try and works, I bring it to you. Enough talking already. Let's get busy hacking this hoodie. The tools you need for this hoodie hack are extremely simple. Something to mark your fabric with, a long ruler, a pair of scissors. You will need some matching thread. My thread was off a little bit, but it's all I had, so I'm going with it. The first thing you're going to do is take the tie out from inside of its casing. You may have to take a knot out of the end like I am here. You're going to flip your hoodie on its side so that it lays nice and flat. Put your hand inside and just smooth everything out so that there are no wrinkles. Once everything is laying nice and flat, your seam is back here for your hoodie. Your string is out. I have a 3-inch ruler here, and that's the size that I'm going to be measuring is 3 inches. The more high you would like your collar, you can go more, and the less you would like your collar, you can do less. Even though this doesn't look straight, it looks kind of wiggly, we're going to pretend that it's straight. Lay the edge of our ruler over here, just along where that seam lays. And you can see there's a dip away from the seam there. That's fine. It's not going to hurt anything. Just as long as the edge is straight along here. And then you have this area right here that you're going to mark. Once you have your mark, you're going to cut this line. I'm going to use scissors because I feel like I have more control than a rotary cutter when cutting this type of fabric. Start at the one side and just follow along. Now you can save this for another project. This sort of left like a point here. All you're going to do is come along here and mark out a curve right along there. We'll cut right along this edge right here, just getting out that point. Now you're going to take this back seam right here. Most hoodies have this all connected. You are just going to disengage these two pieces and these two pieces. It's just one seam, and you'll see it's real easy to take out. You can use the end of your scissors if you'd like, or if you have a seam ripper like I do. So this is what you should have so far. So this is the back of the neck right here. You're going to take this piece right here that line up together. You're going to flip it so that it's right sides together, line it up, pop a pin or two. And now the other back piece where that meets up, you're going to do the same thing. You're going to put right sides together and pop a couple pins in. You can see there, those two pieces are pinned. Now just take it to your sewing machine. So you can see there how everything is pinned. I'm going to start toward this area in the middle and come out this way 1/4 inch, and then I'm going to restart again and go out this way 1/4 inch. Don't sew into this seam though. You're going to want to stay away from that bulky center seam. And if you don't get all the way to the end, it's okay. It's not going to show and it won't unravel as long as you backstitch. As a side note, I'm using my regular top stitch needle that is always in my machine. You don't need any special needles for this technique. You can leave this raw if you'd like. I've done that on my other sweatshirts, but on this one, I am going to hide the raw edge. Because it's a lighter color, you'll be able to see the raw edge more on this one. So I'm going to tuck it in. These are all separated, remember? And those two ends are nice and sewn up. Find the one side, like so. Just pin that for a second together. Take the one side and tuck it ever so slightly just like that. And then this side ever so slightly until they meet up together. It's only about 1/8 to 1/4 inch. You can use clips, might work a little bit better. So you'll pin that all the way around. We are going to sew a casing within here for our tie, but before we can do that, we need to secure this little hem in the top down. You're going to start here and backstitch and go all the way around until you get to here and backstitch. If you have a free arm and take off your sewing bed, it'll be a lot easier to sew this around. I want you to take note that I do have my sewing machine needle pushed all the way left so that I can get a tiny bit right there, less than 1/8 of an inch right along the edge here. The one thing you might want to do when you get to the end here is just lift this other one up just to make sure that you're even Steven as far as that is tucked in. Now, however big your tie is, you have to take note because you want to make sure that it slips back in here. I didn't make my casing toward the bottom. I made it toward the top. I simply first made sure that I made the line coming down vertical where I had enough space to stitch on this side of that ring. And I made a line. I'm going to do the same thing over here. So right next to that is where the line's going to be. About 1/2 inch, I'm going to say. So I'm going to go to the end here and all along the edge of this right here, the top of the collar, I'm going to lay my 1/2 inch roller and I'm going to simply just make a mark. Once you have it marked all the way around and down here, you're going to drop your needle here, backstitch, go up. When you get to this cross point right here though, stop, pivot, and go this way. This is where your string is going to go, but you do not want to sew in that spot right there. To get around this ring, if you have a ring, you may want to put your needle all the way to the right. Pivot. So you can see there we have a nice finished collar. I'm simply going to take a skinny straw. You want to make sure that whatever you stick up in here, that it's going to be small enough to go through. So I'm going to put the pin through the tie and kind of up in the straw area, put it right through the straw, and then clip it. When you get to the end there, just pop that straw out of the hole there. That white chalk that I use to make the line, it just brushes off real easy. And then you can go and make whatever little cute tie you want. Let's see how I did. What do you all think? If you tie it like normal, like you would if you had the hoodie on the back, you are still going to get the benefit of around the neck area for wind and such. There's literally no bulk around my neck. I feel free. I don't feel constrained like I did when I had the hood attached. Look at your screen right now. I've handpicked videos just for you if you like today's tutorial. Click on one of them and I'll see you in the next tutorial. Until next time on the Sewing Channel, take care.